sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Hoosier State and Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the New England Patriots. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Indianapolis. Gunnar Olszewski bringing it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Throwing, Jones. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And he fires one that's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
It certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that they spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Out to his left. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Now Jones. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Smith. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 30.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
And that's a run characteristic of Damian Harris. When he touches it, he gets not what's just blocked, but he gets a few more yards as well. He's been dinged up his first 2 years with the Patriots, only 10 starts a year ago. But you have to believe that this coaching staff thinks that he's capable of bigger and better things.
Now Johnson. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Throw left side complete. That's Smith. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Off play action. Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Jones. Out right to Bourne. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And Folk's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll fake the give to Taylor. Now Wentz. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Wentz now to throw. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
And just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9 on the return, and the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gassed,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Going deep for Hopkins. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down, eluding the pressure right. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Patriots' 26-yard line.
After 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Patriots 3.
2nd and 5.
Let's go, D. 53 at the line. 53 at the line. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. 87, 87.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. From the gun, it's Wentz. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Jonathan Jones there to make the stop. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
To throw, it's Wentz. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Zach Pascal with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Olszewski now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
8 yards to go on second down.
Back to throw. Jones throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Hopkins. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's third down. From the gun, Jones. It's caught on the right side at Smith.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
To throw again on second down. Jones. And some room to run now. And he will bring it back. An interception return for Coach TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here.
Again, it's Harris on second down.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
New England on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Jones. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. 1:50 left to go in the second quarter. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Right there, 54, right there, 54. Check that.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for it all. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. An NFL update there in the second quarter in Baltimore. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout.
So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
7 yards, the pickup there.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his pick catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. From the 22, Jones. Open man is born. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll look to throw again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 10. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Colts TD. That pick six extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out and start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Olszewski now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
Catch is made by Harry. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Jones, a final shot before break. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
From the 30 on second down, Wentz. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he slips up past the 35 before being tackled. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football.
Hit as he throws. He lost the football. It's loose. But I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were. And so possession will remain with Indy. Throwing on second and long. Wentz. Christian Barmore in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Pats at the line ready to go. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So,
got his man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. DeAndre Hopkins with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Patriots get a score closer. Folk connects on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
31, Patriots 10. Jake Bailey to kick off for the Patriots.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On second down now, it's Taylor. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here's Wentz to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Campbell.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
2nd and 5 now. Wentz. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
And that's all about recognition right there, because he's got to go from pass rush mode to pursuit mode, what defensive line coaches like to call retracing. And he's able to retreat and make the tackle for just a short gain.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Hey, for Tokyo.
Throwing is Wentz. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Campbell.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Wentz. This is caught by Hilton, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
And it'll be intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant.
And the Pats are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where, in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
They defer to White out of the shotgun. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Johnson's got it complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll make it a 2nd down. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 24, Jones going deep for Hopkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now Jones from the gun on third down. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Jones looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
For Mac Jones, accuracy was more his calling card when folks were taking stock of the 2021 draft. But he's got a big arm as well, and he shows it off there.
On for the extra point is Folk. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Colts 31, Patriots 17. Jake Bailey to kick off for the Patriots.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Off play action. Jones. They'll roll him out right. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. Throwing, Jones.
He'll get that out to the flat to White.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Damian Harris, his 19th touchdown now on the season.
And the Pats have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Patriots 24.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Wentz going to give this to Taylor. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. Hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Throwing now is Wentz. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the Patriots' 46-yard line.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
You got nothing. Check safety, check safety.
Now Wentz. Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 29-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
It would be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and the lead now up to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
Here we go. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 38. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Patriots 24.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Olszewski now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Tyquan Lewis makes the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9. Now Jones. This is Smith with a grab. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Jones' throw pulled in by Hopkins. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Indianapolis, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for New England, they'll drop to 10-4 on the year. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills.